Why you have not filed the reply? Once you have passed the order, so that means your secretary is not interested in filing the reply. तो चलेगी जी ऑफिस की क्या existence है secretary के eyes में? No, you have made a statement that he has not responded. I didn't utter a single word against AG office. You yourself has stated that the secretary has not responded, giving an impression that the AG office has no existence in the eyes of the secretary. If that, please make a specific statement. We will deal with the secretary directly. Don't worry. Right? Either your secretary must respond immediately, respecting the AG office. Otherwise, the High Court know how to deal with such an officer. One thing is clear: whether the original record is available. So, what is the matter about, sir?
So, the matter is this, that we have challenged the transfer on the ground. It was against the ban, against all the relevant rules in the transfer policy. Then at that time, I had requested that the first case was 30351. That was the order dated 24/1/23 may kindly be seen. That is that page. From then they're playing fraud on the court, sir. Page 8 of the...
First case
yes,
means?
That order sheet is there. I'm just giving you the chronology.
Sir.
I'm just giving you the chronology, sir. Please come to my IA number 5934 of 23.
Yes, sir.
And if you turn to page 8,
yes, sir.
This is order dated 4th of January 23 in 30351. Now, in this also, my transfer order was December 22. So I had challenged that I had just come a couple of months before. My wife has been transferred on compassionate basis to be a government servant to be in Bhopal, and it's against the transfer policy. They misled the court since then. Please turn to the second page of this order. Last 4 or 5 lines. It is submitted that the petitioner was not only relieved, but his successor is also joined. Therefore, the post of in charge is no more vacant. In this regard, he has placed on record order dated 2/1/23, which is taken on record. Now, my petition was dismissed by the learned single judge. Then I went in appeal. The appellate bench ordered, if in this page itself at page 16, if we find the order reproduced, I don't need to take travel this court to the impugned order itself says so. That is at page 16 of the paper book, sir. Sorry, sir.
25 of
16.
Page 25 of the paper.
They have reproduced the same order.
Yes.
Because that's after arguing for some time, the learned senior counsel appearing, that I appeared and argued, sir, appearing before the appellant's counsel, submit that he would be satisfied if his representation, while A4 given to the additional chief secretary, is disposed of as expeditiously as possible. Learned government advocate appearing for respondent 1 submits that the same will be considered as expeditiously as possible. The writ appeal is disposed of with a direction to the respondent number 1. Respondent number 1 here also is the additional chief secretary, to consider the representation of the appellant dated 29/12/22. The appellant is also entitled to additional material in support of his representation, and after all the material is received, the same shall be considered as expeditiously as possible. So, sir, in line with this, I made a representation and to the additional chief secretary. That is at page 27, and we have raised several issues, sir. That's page 27.
Sir.
Now, what has to be noted is this, that additional material and the same shall be considered. So then nothing was considered, sir. Just one line dismissal. कि हमने page 16 में kindly be seen.
So
one line dismissal.
So
I challenge
Mr. Chaudhary, just a minute. What are the reasons for rejection of his representation?
Nothing, no reasons given. One
Just
line. We
So
have
just
considered and dismissed.
Chaudhary sir, just a minute, sir. I am putting a question to the respondents.
Right, sir.
So what are the reasons for rejection of the representation? Number one. Number two, whether the reasons can be supplied later on by submitting any supplementary affidavit. All the reasons are to be disclosed in the impugn order itself. So what is the law?
Yes. So law is the Constitution Bench judgment of this court.
Sir.
In Dhillon's case, where the Constitution Bench says that once the order is passed, you can't supplement the order by additional. It has to be considered on.
Mr. Chaudhary, that's why I have put this question to the respondents.
Yes.
Whether they can supplement the reasons. Because as per my understanding of law, the impugn order itself should contain the reasons.
Yes, that is the Constitution Bench judgments are finally decided now. There's no longer res integra. Now, then, sir, I filed this writ petition. Just see, in this writ petition, I prayed for a stay because I was not relieved. Again, a false statement was made. Please see the order sheet dated 24th of April.
Sir, who is appearing for university?
University Vice Chancellor is not responsible, sir. That is respondent number one, who is the additional Chief Secretary has to pass that order. That is why this court directed the respondent number one to consider and pass the order. Now, this was discussed very aptly on 24/4/23 order, sir.
Mr. Chaudhary, please bear with us for a moment.
Sir.
Why you have not filed the reply? Once you have passed the order, so that means your secretary is not interested in filing the reply. No. First of all, make a statement whether your secretary does not think it appropriate to respond even to the letter sent by the AG office. So what with the respect the AG office is having in the eyes of the secretary? Now please point it out. If they are throwing your letters in the dustbin, then please allow us to deal with them directly. What may be, sir? Mr. Chaudhary, he's praying for a passover so that he can seek instructions from the respondent number one.
So the question is, even in this present case, why I was wanting a stay? This was actually an interim relief for why it was.
He is simply asking for a passover.
Acha, all right. So this is no.
As this court. 2:15 बजे के लिए कह रहे हैं. His contention is that the secretary is not responding to the letters sent by the AG office. So I think that the secretary does not recognize the AG office.
Sir, it's not. Sir, not only the AG office, this court specifically directed 9th May order to the additional Chief Secretary to file the reply.
Sir, we are powerful enough to deal with the secretary directly, sir. But we do not want to do that because the state government and the constitution provides for the Advocate General Office. And if the secretary is of the view that the Advocate General Office has no existence in his eyes,
no.
then we will
not only AG office, sir. Sir, not only AG office. First of all, direction.
Sir, first of all, let me clarify myself whether the AG office has any existence in the eyes of the secretary or not. If the AG office has no existence, then we will directly deal with the secretary. So we know how to deal with it.
And sir, please see, even this court
मैं भी चौधरी साहब से 2:15 बजे के लिए कह रहा हूँ. मुझे पता तो चले कि AG ऑफिस की क्या एग्जिस्टेंस है सेक्रेटरी के आइज में. No, you have made a statement that he has not responded. I didn't utter a single word against AG office. You yourself has stated that the secretary has not responded, giving an impression that the AG office has no existence in the eyes of the secretary. If that, please make a specific statement. We will deal with the secretary directly. Don't worry. Right? Either your secretary must respond immediately, respecting the AG office. Otherwise, the High Court know how to deal with such an officer. One thing is clear. So
Sir,
please,
may I add something with your permission, sir, just for a moment?
sir, please save something for 2:15, sir.
No, all right, sir. But registrar was asked to be present personally.
Sir,
In the last order sheet, this court directed.
मैं आज 2:15 बजे उनको पर्सनल अपीयरेंस का ऑर्डर भी नहीं कर सकता हूँ because it is humanly impossible.
No, रजिस्ट्रार को ऑर्डर हुआ है सर इस कोर्ट का 9/5 को.
अरे अभी Mr. Who has passed the impugn order? Number one, who has to satisfy whether he had applied his mind or not? Number one, who has to answer that whether Mr. Gupta, this is not the way. वापस करिए उसको. Who has to answer that whether the impugn order must contain the reasoning or the reasoning can be supplemented by filing the supplementary affidavits? Who has to answer all these things? Then order pass करके उसके पास हो जाएंगे. Tell your secretaries that they should not act in such a manner. If they don't have any respect for the AG office, then they should realize that it is only the AG office which protects them by acting as a shield. And if they want to bypass the AG office, then I will compel them to start arguing personally. And every day they will be in a difficulty. They are not the law experts. They do not know the niceties of law, the complications of law. And when the matter is before the court, then they should stop acting as a bureaucrats. At 2:15. So whosoever has come from Barkatullah, he has to appear.